So welcome to our third and final Extra Life Marathon stream of the year. Like I said, not the last stream of the year, but the last big one. And we're starting off with Survivalist, Invisible Strain. Shoutouts to Keymailer, gave us a review key for this cool little game. I heard about it only fairly recently. I think it's been out for a couple years. And I'm jumping in without any prior knowledge. What I maybe should have done was maybe watch look up a tutorial or something, get some of the basics. I'm fairly sure the game will ease me into it, I think, but these kinds of games can be weird. I'm sure this will not be a flawless first experience. I'm sure we'll have some goofs. We might even crash and burn for our first colony attempt, just like how it usually goes with RimWorld. But Moose Valley says everything is falling apart. Yeah, introducing the gameplay mechanics. That's probably a good idea for the story mode. And of course, it's not a proper weird game for sickos unless there's like some kind of strange, very detailed character creator tool here. So first name, Alex. Last name, Super Hobbit, because that is my government issued ID name. That is indeed my name. What should our community name be? I mean, there's the obvious one, the Super Shire, obviously. Can I do alt characters? Hey, we got the trademark. There we go. Yeah, alt codes. Alt codes don't always work for all games, but there we go. We got that TM in there. That way you know it's legit. And that's a donation from the Rick family. I know those homies. I know those homies, man. Ryan and the homies, thank you for supporting every time I do one of these goofy things. It's always worth pointing out. You guys already do so much for me, Ryan. You're always helping us out with the social media posts. You're always hanging out in here just with my regular streams. You already do enough. You don't also need to be throwing the donations our way, but boy, that's very generous of you, my man. Thank you, my dude. And making sure I'm tallying up the points correctly because I will be making a donation of my own at the end of the stream. It's also worth mentioning that for any of you who might be popping in and you're noticing that this donation amount is a lot bigger than it was previously, it's because I went ahead and tallied up all of the Twitch payouts we've gotten this year, and I pumped all that money into the fundraiser. That's kind of the deal I made for myself years ago, that I would never keep the money that I make through Twitch. I've got a full-time job. I'm fine. I don't need that kind of income. And it's not that it's very much, obviously, but still, it's a nice incentive to, put more attention to the stream, try to find fun ways to get more folks to discover the stream, new chat members, new viewers, that kind of thing. That way, as the stream grows, invariably, there will be more eyes on the fundraising, but also more eyes on the stream means, invariably, if 0.01% of people subscribe or cheer, that kind of thing, the hope is that it'll encourage that kind of Twitch payout money to go up as well. So anyway, that's, if anyone was wondering why it was such a big jump from last time, it's because we tallied that all up, and it's a good time. It's a good time. Should I make myself my actual age? Looks like, yeah, you can. It's the full slider. I like how your guy doesn't even begin to age at all until the mid 40s, which, as we all can agree, that is exactly how it works in real life. I haven't aged a day beyond age 18. Here being 36, I look exactly like I do now as I did when I was 18. Nobody correct me. Nobody say a word. No one say a word. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you, buddy. I hope you're feeling better, by the way, Ryan. Ryan is an IRL homie. We're an old middle school, high school buddy, and he had him and his family have been through it, man. He had the Rona on Christmas Day. I think his 2 kids both had the flu. I think his wife managed to not get sick, last I heard at least. But a whole bunch of the fam was stricken with all kinds of unpleasant crapola. Of course, I got to make my guy very pale because I'm a pale piece of garbage. But yeah, I hope you're feeling better, man, because what you were describing sounded miserable. And yeah, hope things are much more on a much more gooder path, because I mean, I've only had Corona once. I've only had COVID once, and it was one too many times. It was awful. Fucking terrible. 0 out of 10 would not fap again. Eye color. I was gonna say, can I get myself like bright pink eyes? Not pink eye, but like, you know, anime eyes. We'll do like the kind of hazily green. There we go. Hairstyle. See what hairstyle is closest to mine. Definitely a pompadour. Yes, definitely a pompadour. Unfortunately, this is gonna be me in like 2 years. I can just already tell. I know the way things are thinning up there. I know it's inevitable. For now, I can pass it off with, you know, with some creative comb overs, but it's only a matter of time, bro. My days of having a full head of hair are numbered. Facial hair. At least I can make up for it with the facial hair, if nothing else. If no one else got me, I know the beard got me. There we go. Freckles. We'll do a little frecklage action. Height. Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. My favorite kind of slider. We're putting that fucker as far to the left as possible, as short as possible. We'll be like right in the middle, with like a little bit of a tum-tums, but you know, keeping it legit. Favorite characters. Oh, he's a favorite, all right. Alex Super Hobbit. That's me. And if you really wanted to, you could like get into it. I don't know if I want to do all this necessarily. That's kind of cool. You get to choose. Yeah, late spring. Oh, wow, they even have different stats. That's kind of neat. I guess we'll just stick with the defaults. The defaults are probably fine. Oh, wait. Underwear color. Oh, that's important. That's important for sure. I definitely want to make sure my underoos are proper. So, you get to choose your starting kit. So, baseball bat, sure. Yeah, probably just whatever the default is. Randomized equipment. Yeah, there's standard loadout. Yeah, I'll stick with the default. Whatever they recommend, honestly. Constitution, hand-to-hand, probably a good starting dealio there. Eventually, cooking, medicine, stealth, firearms, all that jazz. Personality. Oh, my dude is gay, cynical, compassionate, stupid, friendly, loyal. Alright, that's actually incredible. That's actually incredible. Boy, my wife is gonna be very disappointed when she learns some of these aspects of myself. That I'm a gay, passive-aggressive, compassionate, who's cynical, stupid, but friendly and loyal, a little bit gullible, nervous, but serious. I'm neither a nerd nor a normie? How the fuck did that happen? What the shit? Ridiculous, man. At least I'm not amoral or immoral. Good lord, that's incredible. Like, another one where it's like, okay, the temptation is to, like, try to hyperfixate, but, like, you know what? We're just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna be a gay, passive-aggressive, compassionate lad. A gay, passive-aggressive cynic. There we go. There we go. There we are, my friends. Let's go ahead and begin, my friends. Difficulty, I'm gonna guess this is... Yeah, this is, like, less fucky. Like, less scary. Rage against the dying of the light or embrace the darkness. Nah, I should be a good boy. Save and reload. That way, like, if the game crashes or there's some kind of bug, we can at least load out of it. You want to allow online players to join? We'll say friends only. I don't think I know anybody that owns this game. But there we go, man. Kayla's on it. Okay, good. I'm glad that, yeah, that at least she managed to hold out for it. Chuck says, yeah, getting to that point, man. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I know what awaits me. I know what awaits. All right, so, bush. Yes. Use C to enter into sneak mode. Cool. There's sneaky modes. Van, enter. Bam. I'm gonna guess I probably can't drive this thing. It probably doesn't run. Does it go? It doesn't go. No, it is busted. Can I scavenge? Take all. Took a plastic water bottle. There's nothing to scavenge. Yep, nothing in it. Alright. So there's like some garbage thrown about. In a game like this, it's like you usually want to try to find like resources. Like the fog of war. Either that or, I mean, actually it's very foggy in real life right now here in the States. Here in the Midwest in the States, that is. So this is kind of accurate. F1 to view the inventory. Interesting inventory button. So, can I equip this thing? Yes, I can. Alright. Got my baseball bat. See the camera zooming out. There we go. So we have a nice slow attack cycle. Very good, very good. Can I spray free candy on that side of that very sad looking van? It's a pretty sad looking van, alright. I'm gonna take... I thought that was a brain. I just took a beanie. I got my pink beanie. Now we're rolling, baby. Now we are rolling. So this is one of those games where our guy can get fatigued. There's, of course, blood loss. Presumably there's hunger. Presumably there's hunger and maybe also water. That's why I'm, like, grabbing these water bottles with water in them. Let's probably follow the road. Oh, there is something. I was gonna say, let's maybe follow the road and see if we can find anything cool. There's a rabbit trap. I'd like to reset it. But I need a carrot. Okay. Alright, so yeah, so I need something to lure the fellas. This implies that there's somebody already out here, maybe. Are you that somebody? How you doing, dead stranger? Anything to scavenge? Nope. Oh, well, she has a bloody shirt. Insulation. I don't suppose I can wear... Yeah, I already have a shirt. I wonder, like, can you... Yeah, you can rip it up and make stuff? Alright, well... you know... what's the term? Blessed are the dead, or dignity for those who have passed. Normally I would be inclined to let this person just chill, but I think I might need this, so so sorry, lady. Sorry, I don't mean to, like, be disrespectful, but you know, if this is a, you know, try to survive as long as you can kind of game, then I don't think I have much choice than to go for desperate measures. Our fatigue meter does fill up pretty quickly. Alright, so I'm thinking, yeah, we'll just follow the road. I'm guessing that there will be indications of... Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's more stuff here. I'm guessing there'll be indications of objectives. I could take his buckled boots. I already have these. So, same thing. I'll go and grab that. I do have a maximum carrying capacity. So I can't just take literally everything I find, but I can take a good chunk of it. Some combat pants. Better than regular pants, but combat pants. Oh, baby. I'll take those. I'll take those. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and give myself those combat pants. There we go. Now I'm ready for combat, baby. Now we are set. I don't suppose this car is functioning. It says refuel. And of course it needs gasoline. I'll take the hat. Oh, that's a problem. Alright, well, I don't know how combat works, but I'm gonna guess... Oh, okay. So I could... Oh, it's like a... Ouch. There we go. There's a... Oh, there's a multi-hit. Yeah, so there's a dodge. Ouch. Oh, now she gives up. Alright, alright. Maybe a little overly confrontational. I mean, all I was doing was stripping all of her dead friends of their clothing and their dignity. Alright, so we're off to an interesting start. Yeah, it's like to know the basics. To learn the basics. I lost a little bit of blood. You can see our tummy's looking a little bit rough. If it said ice cream on the side, I thought what about like free tacos? I know that's one of her also main like weaknesses, as it should be for all of us. I could use a guide. I'll just go and ask you, like, hey bro, did you kill these people? No, man, I have no idea what happened. She heard me coming and she was assuming the worst. Well, I could use a guide, because I'm new to this game and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, Moose Valley. My name's Kelly. You sure it's not Kill-E, the way you were trying to get my ass? Alright, so she's bandaging herself up because I done got her pretty good. She got me pretty good too, though. Alright, so I'm a little bit injured. I can't imagine how. Can't imagine how I would have gotten injured. Some cloth might do. Well, I do have some cloth. She's joined the community. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. You can cycle between the homies. Alright. To recover from blood loss. Oh, what am I doing? So, I think she gave me the rags, and now he's applying the stuff. Okay. So I didn't tell him to do that. He did that on his own. Maybe that's just a thing the characters can do in this game. If you didn't kill these people, then who did? Meanwhile, that dude's ass is just kind of hanging out. an infected attack. So the implication then that there is, it's like some kind of zombie apocalypse kind of deal. However, it's not like one where the worst has happened and we're done. It seems like there's still like zombies and infected running amok. Yeah, who were these evil, murderous individuals? Looking for sanctuary. Okay, what is FEMA? Well, I mean, okay, I was gonna say not what I usually think of when I hear that acronym. A forward operating base. It's well defended. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to skip that. Anyway. They're a bunch of dicks. Alright. Alright. Finish their tour. Alright. Cool. How are you feeling? No, that's her asking me. You attacked me. You'll pay for hurting me. Alright, yeah, so I want to control this person, yeah. How are you feeling? You spared my life. I did the sensible thing by surrendering. Alright, so both characters are still kind of unhappy about, you know, having to, like, fight each other earlier, but... But anyway, this guy has some matches. Cool. Getting dark. Getting dark and scary. Got some more rags for bandages and such. This person has, I think, nothing on them. Well, they got some pantos. Combat pants. Compants, if you will. I'll go ahead and take a cowboy hat. Alright, so the question is... Yeah, let's swap supplies. Let's give her a cool hat. I'm gonna give her my beanie. That one has better sight. Yeah, better sight. Yeah. I'm gonna give her my beanie. And I'm gonna wear the cowboy hat. So you... Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, there we go. So press F1. Bam. And bam. So you can only swap when you're close to somebody. So cowboy hat, because we're keeping it real. Keeping it really real. It's a little bit dark. A little bit dark and scary out here. Got some slacks for more extra bandages and such. Oh, we're sleeping in the truck. I mean, I guess that's one place we could go. Nothing else. In times of desperation. Alright, so everyone's dead. Nothing else to scavenge in here? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, well, let's continue. Let's continue on this lonely road. With our cowboy hat, our sight is improved. I'm kind of curious. Thirst is okay, hunger, sleep, everywhere. We're actually doing pretty okay for now. On some, yeah, there's rock. I don't suppose I can, like... Can't, yeah, I was gonna say, can I, like, get anything from rocks or bushes? Probably not. Alright, so we got our first baddie. They got a green strain. I wonder if, like, if we flank. There we go. There we go. That's what you gotta do, man. You gotta go for the flanking strats. Alright, so our first infected bad guy. Combat boots. Combat pants. Shirt. You got it, baby. You got it. Alright, so our first bad guy kill. Also, the sound effects are a little bit loud. I'm gonna lower the sound effects more. Good to see Aleph, but because, yeah, we're playing a pretty cool little game. Pretty cool little game. It's my first time trying it out. Survivalist Invisible Strain. The name of what we're playing. And yeah, we just took down our first zombie kill. There's a tree. I'm guessing we'll eventually get the opportunity to cut down trees. Found an ambulance full of lots of stuff. Take all that stuff. Anything else we can find? Nope. I'm gonna guess that if you get hit, that is, by a zombie, you're probably running the risk of getting infected yourself. Yeah, I appreciate you popping in though, Aleph. Hope your Saturday is going well, my dude. Hope you had a nice holiday. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. Ooh, mouse sensitivity is a little bit high. I'm gonna lower the sensitivity. Being overly sensitive. Yeah, mouse look. Check that down a little bit. Target switching mouse sensitivity. I'll probably lower that too. Following the road makes the most sense. So I'm not gonna go too far off the beaten path. Especially because this is a game where... and I'm also gonna avoid combat if I can help it. This strikes me as one of those games where you don't want to just W key and fight everything you see. Got some food, I think. Gold. And a bag of chips. Hold on, what'd that say on the bag of chips? Oh, wrong button. Cheese-coated grease nuggets. Well, when you phrase it like that, it's a lot less appealing. Cheese-coated grease nuggets. Like, yes, I know that's what potato chips basically are. I just don't need that kind of reminder, bro. We found some alcohol. Can make a Molotov cocktail now. Nice, nice. Alright, so I'm actually gonna go back now. Found some other fun things. I'm gonna go back and continue following that same road we just saw. I think it all just connects anyway. And out of curiosity, all this stuff kind of strewn about. Yeah, that's just like garbage. It's not something we can actually interact with, at least not right now. Yeah, I see like empty bottles, milk crates. We found... Oh, we got house sauce? Oh, we sure do. That dude full committed to that dive. You see that shit? Hey, we fucking wail on him. There's more. Bonk! Nice hit. Just wail on him. Keep going, keep going. Don't mess with me. Alright, so we got his ass. He had some gold. Just a single golden ring. Once I have 5 of these, of course, we'll have to, like, do the thing, obviously. The obvious thing. Anyway, so we found Fat Neil's fried chicken. It's... Hold on, what's it say? Crispalicious? It's Crispalicious. Take some water. Oh, is my guy getting full? Yes, we are. So in that case... Oh shit, not what I meant to do. Switch to her. Have her get the goods. Bam. Then have her get the goods. So my guy's like automatically drinking, which is a little bit unusual. Unexpected. I was like, yeah, our thirst was getting up there, but it's like, I think I'd rather try to be more optimal with my consumption of our stuff. We got hostiles? We sure do. Whew. Yeah, as is with most, like, strategy games and, like tabletop games, always want to go for flanking whenever you have a situation like that. One person's in front, one person's in back, and you're both just going for that pincer attack. Well, that's the way to do it, baby. We arrive at a crossroads. I'm gonna guess this is probably one of those games where at nighttime the bad guys are probably a little bit more adventurous. There's a camp up ahead. It's the highway patrol. Okay, they guard the highway from whoever's coming in from the west. They will search you and shake you down and try to bribe you. A bunch of assholes. They're not the worst, though. Okay, so we have that awaiting us that direction. I don't suppose I can, like, make notes on the map. What if I go this way, then? Oh, alright, well. Looks like we can't do much here. Now I can vault over... Oh, maybe I can't. I was gonna say, it lets me try to vault over the police barricade. But I can't get through this guy. Yeah, this gate is locked. Alright, so... Looks like our best option is to try to get past the guards. And if we wanted to rest here, we could. So sleep deprivation, he's actually doing pretty okay. What about her? Yeah, that's for her. Yeah, so her sleep deprivation is also doing pretty okay. So I'm probably not going to linger here for too long. Keep things moving, but I will switch to this guy. What I am wondering about is how you eventually recover. from wounds. Once you've been bandaged, you'll stop losing blood, but it takes time to recover health. Makes sense. Makes sense. And she's bandaged up too, right? Yeah, we're both bandaged up. Good. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, as expected. As expected, we are indeed going back this way. Oh, you can just switch with the Q and E buttons. Okay, that's nice. Not having to get close. Seems like it's generally a good idea to search cars. Oh, we found another melee weapon. Found a baton. How does that compare to the baseball bat? This one is... well, it doesn't really have, like... I mean, it has, like, how much it's worn. This one is more valuable, so I guess that makes it worthwhile. Yeah, it doesn't really say, like, the stats on how much damage it does. Maybe it's more dependent on the wielder. Like, you would think that some melee weapons would just intrinsically be better than others. You know, a lead pipe versus a baseball bat, you know, that kind of thing. Thing out this way. We fought a couple dudes. I wonder if maybe we should fight a few more. So we can get... We have the chance, at least, of getting more gold. I'm saying maybe we're gonna have to bribe the guards, but if the guards aren't here... then that could be good. It could also be very bad. Duder Dead says, recap, typed you as the Pathfinder. Oh, hold on. So this dude is, like, stuck. How are you still alive? Oh. So they don't know how to, like, escape, so it would seem. I'm locked in here with these things. How are you still alive here? Because I see these guys really want to fight us. They're not attacking me yet. Okay, seems legit. This is a white strain kind of bad guy. So there's different flavors of bad guy, of zombies. They realize I'm food. There's also question marks back there. How do I get you out of here? So there's a key. Either there's tools or explosives. So I've none of the above. Go to get help from Tent City. It's east of here. Okay. All right. Go to Tent City. You got it. New quests. Alright, well, yeah, sorry about the whole situation here, because I can't just open this. The gate is locked. Alright, well, so that's north, which means east is this way. Let's go around. They really want to get at me. Look how fast they are. Infected. I mean, yes, they're right there, unless there's other infected. I'm glad, but I'm also sad they're not trying to scale the fence. Because the barbed wire would presumably mess them up pretty good. The guard tower is kind of its own deal. They are so fast. Oh, gee, I thought she was a bad guy. They are so fast. I'm concerned about fighting them all at once when the time comes. I was gonna say she is following suit. And I don't know, I can't help but wonder, you know, in a game like this, I keep trying to keep my eyes out for supply caches of extra stuff anywhere. Including sci-fi novels, which I'm guessing can, like, keep your guy entertained. Or like, help to stave off boredom, if sanity and mental considerations are something you have to keep up with in this game. There was somebody infected that we saw? Are you sure? I don't know where. My guy said, oh shit, he's infected, but I don't see anybody. Is that an oven or a dishwasher? No, it's just oh, it's like a utility box, okay. It's a transformer. But I hardly even know her. Let's assume we're still going east. I think there's a little bit of a side path, yeah, but... Have you ever seen an infected behave like this? Oh, something we could walk and talk. It never even touched him. It's ridiculous. People covered in blood and entrails wouldn't usually make a difference. Do you know? Whoops. There we go. Yeah, do you know that guy? Passed through here before, but I've never met him specifically. Okay. I'm gonna turn down the sound effects maybe a little bit more, because the zombie noises were maybe a little bit loud than I would prefer. So gameplay volume and background volume, whatever that means. Just turn a lot of it down just in general. Just a little bit. What's up, one-legged duck? The images are closer than they appear. There you go, man. One-legged duck, always keeping it real with some quality goofs. Can I try? I'm gonna try to be sneaky. See if I can like train our sneak skill. It'd be cool to raid this gas station. Does he see us? Yes, he does. Woo! So whenever they go to attack, that's when you go for the dash, or the dodge rather. Strength in numbers, man. This is great when it's just, oh shit, when it's onesie twosie, but eventually I know we're gonna get outnumbered in a situation where there's more than just one or two at a time. Too heavy, right. What I think I'll instead do is have her take this guy. Take the Pantos. Actually, we're probably okay on like extra clothes. Extra clothes for like what's it? For like bandages, that kind of thing. I'll take the gold from this guy. Yeah, a lot of cars that are definitely busted up and all rusted. Busted and rusted. I'll take the vodka. There we go. Anything in the vending machine? Yes, there is. I'll have her grab the goods. Chips, some water, energy drinks. Take it all, baby. We'll take it all. Except now she is full. Alright, so yeah, so we need to be a little bit more choosy about what we're taking with us. Her capacity is pretty maxed out as well. So, yeah, so she has installation 2. So I'm going to have her wear this. And yeah, I'm just going to go and, oh, no, yeah, how do you do it? There we go, rip. Yeah, let her rip. That's fine. I'll have her do her thing. In the meantime, I'll have him do something similar. Rip those up. You got it. Oh, I tried to set that up, but it looks like he got interrupted. There we go. And then... Oh. Oh shit, she lost her weapon, her baseball bat. Oh no, crap, no, right click, there we go. Baseball bat, there we go. So they're all, like, popping in here, and my guy's, like, popping off. He's going for it. Oh no, how do I, oh, vault, there we go. Well, it's a good thing my guy's keeping it, holding it down, because, controlling this lady, I kind of forgot how to play the goddamn game for a second there. Alright, so there we go. Did our guy get injured? Strangely enough, no, he didn't. Strangely enough, he's actually doing okay. Bunch of gold. Alright, I was trying to do some menuing and some... like, consider what we want to take with us and what we want to leave behind. I don't know how I managed to de-equip her weapon at one point, but... But I heard when I heard the music change, I knew that's when shit was getting real. Alright, so... Wet pants. Yeah, I'm just looking for things we definitely don't need anymore. Combat boots. I'm gonna wear those instead. Can I can't destroy those or, like, rip them up. That's just a regular shirt. Let's rip that. That way we get the raw resources, and we're still able... And we're also opening up some inventory space for us, which is good. Rip that one up. What else? What are some other things I can get rid of? We'll keep those bandages, of course. Hold on to that guy. And more combat pants. Yeah, we don't need quite this many. I don't know if clothes can, like, tear or, like, get destroyed like they are in RimWorld. How stuff will, like, deteriorate over time. Not sure if it's that kind of deal there. So she just has extra slacks. So let's just rip those up. Do I have extra combat pants. I might have destroyed some and I didn't really mean to. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop those. Or maybe give them to her. That's a donation notification, by the way. Let's swap supplies. I'm gonna give her these combat pants. So that way... Oh, did that transfer? Make sure that transferred. I think it did. Yeah, that way she can wear these, which are a little bit better insulation, and she can rep up the extra ones. There we go. Oh, shit. I'm gonna interrupt. Yeah. I'm gonna rip those up. Cool beans. Still kind of learning the ropes with the controls, but I think we're getting there. Rip those up. I think we're almost caught up on things that I wanted to demolish for their raw resources. I think there's maybe one more thing for this guy. Yeah, hang on to the baseball cap. That's legitimately useful. Rip that one up. There we go. Gas station. Yep, good job. It sure is a gas station. Alright. Alright. So the rest of that should be good. Yeah, it looks like our weapons keep getting deselected. And I see that our guys are just kind of on their own. Just eating and drinking just casually. And I'm not sure we should just be casually doing these kinds of things. Wish I could have a little bit greater control. So we found a workbench, which means we have some construction and crafting available to us, which is nice. Alright, so we haven't entered the gas station proper yet. There might be some stuff back that way. In fact, I bet there is something in there. Probably some stuff to snag. This car cannot be driven. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some of these can be driven, but... I think the assumption is that they're all, like, busted. Just rust buckets. And that we'll need to find some way to, like, fix up or, I guess, refuel any of these before we can start popping off and driving around and being cool dudes. Nothing in the garbage, yeah. Nothing in the portable... Actually, no, we can find... Hold on. There is... Nope, god damn it. Yeah, I'm still... The controls are taking some getting used to. There is some garbage in the trash can. There's something in the porta potty. In this one here... My god. There we go. What is it? Is it... Tell me it's a porn mag. It's an archery book. Yes, yeah. You ever just sitting on the crapper and you want to have some light reading to take your mind off things? Got an axe and something else. She ate something gross, apparently. Here, let's look at what that is. It is some gasoline. Nice. Very nice. Now, let's take a look, by the way, at who that generous donation was. Who it was from. I'm gonna pause the game. That way there's nothing happening in the background while I'm looking. Just hold them at gunpoint. Say you're my friend now, whether you like it or not. And, it's great. It works out great. For me. Not for them, but it works out great for me. Alright, so the gasoline, right. I might need to... I might need that. Or at least, well, I say that. It seems like a thing that would be a good idea. How heavy is it? How heavy are we talking? It is 10 kilograms. That is not light. That is not light. So... and it's not much of it, is the thing. Can I pour it into something else? Nah, I might just have to try to come back for this. Because that's pretty dang heavy. It'd be one thing if it was a couple kilos, but that is more than a small amount. But, what I can do, however, is grab whatever this is. Nope, no, I want to get this thing. That thing, yeah. There's some stuff in there. You can clear the bush with that axe. Oh, by the way, yeah, we found an axe. I should definitely equip that. I guess the lady probably has it, doesn't she? As long as someone has it. 30%. So I think that probably means it is equal damage to the baseball bat. I think. Can use it as a tool to chop down trees. I think that's what's going on there. Which seems a little bit odd. You would think that a baseball bat wouldn't be as effective as like a fire axe, but at the same time, I mean, everybody knows how to use a baseball bat. A fire axe probably takes a little bit more. Oh, Exit. Okay, I thought you can't like explore the inside. Okay, I thought maybe we could explore the. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, I was gonna say, can I take the goods? I can't take. Oh, there we go. There we go. So I took what I can with him, and then the rest I shall take for her. And by all of it, I mean some of it. So let's look at the scavenge menu. So canned food would be good. Farming book would be nice. All right, so we're once again reaching that point. Now this is empty. So I could kind of store it. There we go. And take this. I can't take everything. The canned food would be a good idea. It's too heavy. Soda cans. Oh, there's 5 of them. Okay, well that makes me feel a little bit better. She was just drinking straight up alcohol. All right, time to set some policies. So, vodka bottle set policy. Is there a way to set? Yeah, set drink policy. Let's maybe not just drink alcohol willy-nilly. Let's maybe do that. I'm gonna do the same with this guy. So yeah, looks like our dudes will. Yeah, set policy. I think these are empty. Soda can, taste. No, I don't think it's empty. So, yeah, nothing about whether they can or cannot drink. Can craft with, yeah, I definitely want some restrictions. Maybe let's see, set contents policy. I was looking to see if I can go ahead and kind of set some overall rules on what can be drunk and what cannot be. But yeah, nothing jumps out. All right, well, we'll just keep our eyes peeled as that comes up from time to time. Now, the empty bottles we can use. Oh, it says that we're under attack. Where? Something that way? There is. Whew, yeah, when they do that leap. That's the full commit. Got her ass. Okay. So anyway. So that's all well and good. I grab at least that last bit of food. I cannot. Okay, well, we have enough. I think we have enough for now, at least. What I will do is take a quick look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. I'm going to take a look at that crafting station. I've never noticed a crafting station in the back of a gas station before. I guess I don't really go down around to the back of a crafting station, so fuck do I know. Can I make the baseball bat a fancy one? Spiked baseball bat. What do you need to make it happen? Maybe there's like already stuff here. Maybe that's the idea, is that you're using just resources that are around there. While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and give her the baseball cap. Oh, except our other guy has it, right? What is she eating? She'll just randomly... Oh, I think it's the bag of chips. Alright. Did our guy not pick up his bat? It says take all. So it says cannot take the baseball bat. Scavenge. It's there. It's too heavy. Did we pick up something? Oh, we probably picked up something. I'm gonna give her this baseball cap. Stop supplies. There we go. And then I'm gonna switch to her. For the cap so she has better visibility. And then I'm gonna tell her to also fix up her spiked baseball bat. String. Oh, backpack would be nice. We don't have the goods for that one, unfortunately. Okay. So make that happen. So that's actually really nice at the crafting station. You don't have to find the nails or barbed wire. You just kind of have it on your own. And now we have this thing. Combat is 60%, or damage is 60%. So a significant boost. I don't know if, like, I'm sure eventually this thing gets worn down. But for now, it's doing great. Out of curiosity, we found that archery book earlier. What's that policy? I wonder, so is that just by virtue of, I think just by holding on to it then. And she has something, right? Oh, no, that was the book we saw earlier. Okay, never mind. We found some fresh water, by the way. I'm gonna see if there's like a way where we can use our empty containers to scoop up some water. That'd be kind of cool. Unless it's not that really... Yeah, there we go. You can fill it. I mean, it's running water. Let's see what happens. It would probably tell me if the water was unhealthy, right? Plastic bottle, water. Yeah, if it was like water and then in parentheses, you know, questionable or like unfiltered or something like that. You can drink from the river. Yeah, oh god, we're going really going deep in there. There we go. So might as well fill up. I think it's safe to do so. Have a drink from the river. So there's infect in the area. I'll take your word for it. I haven't seen anybody. Oh, well, I've kind of diddled and dallied. I've diddle-dallied long enough. I'm glad we popped into this gas station just to see... Just to check it out. We got some really great stuff as a result of it. So, if I had to guess, maybe that's the tent city we're going towards. I see fire. Or at least, no, I see smoke. Also, here's another free candy van, just like the one Ryan was telling us about. Free candy van, there's a pipe wrench. It is a bit heavy. It's one of those real honkers. 9 kilograms. One of those real big boys. So we'll have to come back for that one, much like the gas we saw in that other car. Gasoline and a big old monkey wrench. Actually, I don't want to go in, but I do want to see what's in here. 10 cities up ahead. They kicked me out for making some reasonable points about the way they were running things, and they are dicks. Great. What's this thing? Is it a book? It is a detective novel. Can't take it right now. Another thing to come back for once we kind of offload some stuff. Yeah, we got that trench coat. I think if there's anything I can make off with that we don't need, but cheap vodka and water. It's probably good. All right, let's keep schmoovin'. So tent setting. Do I need to be stealthy? Probably not. There's dudes up top. And there's some tents. Small tent. We can scavenge it. Although, maybe I shouldn't just, like, enter willy-nilly. Hello. State your business. We have a side quest. Highway patrol camp has been overrun. It's a little scary out there. There's a guy trapped in there. We need tools or explosives. And then we need some help taking down the bad guys. This sounds like a setup for a scam. I promise, bro. Just trust me, bro. I'm just a concerned citizen, man. There's a squad here. They'll be eager to help out. So don't pull any tricks, he says. All right. Let's get them to that outpost. All right. Do we just go there then? Like, do we have to lead them? And there's some folks with axes. Are they heading out? He's opening up. Let's see, I wonder if there's a way to look at the map. I'm guessing I need to find the squad. Actually, let's do this. Quests. Okay, yeah, so I gotta talk to these guys. Cool. I don't think time is of the essence, necessarily. There's probably no rush, but I'll be a good boy and I'll get this ball rolling. Gonna be back this way. This whole gaggle of dudes. Here they are. Here's the gaggle of dudes. How's it going, dudes? Infecting the area. What are you doing here? I'm just trying to do a side quest, bro. I'm hearing what I think are guns shooting the bad guys. Talk to the captain. I thought that's who you were. Maybe the arrow guy. Maybe you're the captain. You heard me talking to the other guy, right? He was right there. You're standing right behind him. The person trapped there. Are there other survivors? So there's this notion of like different strains of zombie. Because earlier we saw the green strains, now there's a white strain of zombie. Not sure what they mean, but presumably different categories have different threat levels. Some are more scary than others. We're trying to bring, yeah, someone's in trouble. We're trying to bring the guards to the to that outpost that got overtaken by the zombies, by the Zambonis. Oh, there's Gracie. There's Gracie. Oh, you guys are hanging out. Yeah. Gracie's hanging out with one of our homies right now. Went to one of our favorite restaurants, which is a nice time. By the way, Gracie, so earlier I was telling folks I went to Dunkin' for the first time in a long time, got myself a special little treat, and I told Gracie, or rather I asked Gracie, would you like me to get you any fun treats while I'm there? Like, would you like a donut? She was like, nah, I'm good. And I was like, all right, but if I were to get you a donut anyway, which I would never do, what flavor of donut should I not get you? And she was like, well, just regular glaze is fine. So I made sure not to get her a donut, wink. And when I did, the person there either was really nice or, well, I don't know. Maybe this is just like standard procedure, but they were like, hey, I gave you an extra donut just for free. And I was like, that's really nice. Thank you. It occurs to me, well, maybe it's one of those where like after a certain point in the evening, people are not buying as many of them. So maybe they're just looking to like, here, just have an extra one. Maybe they're just trying to make it rain. But for whatever reason, they were really nice. They gave me an extra one. So now we got 2 glazed donuts with our names on them, sweetie. All right, follow the guys to the military spot, to that encampment. I got you a present. Hello, person I've just met. All right, so it says follow them to the camp. Are they getting up? Yeah, they go. And there's leftovers. Gracie will be happy to know that the inspiration for wanting to check this game out is that it kind of was sold to me as a 3D RimWorld kind of deal. I don't think it's quite that level of like anything can happen necessarily, and it's a little bit more character based, or I guess squad based, because we have our two homies right now. But eventually, I'm thinking we'll probably be able to get our own squad and our own like encampment eventually. We're just following the story right now. Got a whole bunch of dudes. A bunch of dudes and dudettes. We're going across the river, so we're gonna try to use this group of folks with guns to kill the zombies we saw. Now, much like a proper RimWorld inspired experience, I think the idea here is that this game is going to be a little bit, well, it kind of already is a little bit clunky. A little bit jank, but the clunk is part of what makes it endearing, right? If a game is perfectly polished and has no weirdness, where's the fun in that? So the weirdness is something we try to embrace here. And of course, these guys got lit the heck up. I'm not going to bother trying to steal their clothes, but I will see if there's any food or money on them like that. There we go. I mean, they're killing all the zombies. I might as well find ways to benefit, right? I might as well. It'd be disrespectful for me to leave their goods unplundered. I don't want to be disrespectful. There's also green fellers in here. So right, so here's the military camp that got taken over by the bad guys. Our dudes are making it sound like there's more zombies. I think that's just a notification that happens automatically. Alright, so we got those bad guys, just more on the other side. I keep lowering the sounds. I keep lowering the volume. And it keeps being too loud. So gameplay volume, let's just keep lowering it. The music, I think, is pretty okay, and if nothing else, I want to make sure I'm hearing the music, because the music will change to let you know when there's combat happening. So there's one human, presumably uninfected, non-infected human in the camp we're trying to rescue. This guy did indeed have one piece of gold. I'll take that. Another one right there. Like how they all get them all reloading in tandem like that. All in perfect unison. We were lying about the bad guys, but there's no one trapped in here. It's entirely possible that the person that we saw was uninfected, did get got. Well, the dude is missing. Who is this guy? What did he look like? So we can answer. I don't have the right personality type for this one. Okay, we'll use this one then. Some white dude with long hair. I don't know. Some fucking guy. We'll find him then. He might be the only person who knows what happened exactly. He might even be connected. Is that our next quest item? Would he have maybe left the strain in? There was a bunch of massacred travelers as well. He might have some explaining to do then. You think he let the bad guys in? This wasn't your grandma's white strain. Boy, that's one letter off from being a very odd comment to say, but yes. And apparently their eyes change color. That's like the giveaway that there's something going on. Oh, the invisible strain. That's the name of the game. That's the subtitle. Gates run damage. He probably didn't climb out. He might have been exposed to a strain of the virus. Neutralize anyone who could be a vector? We just helped you. What a performance. I guess he did help us. Pull yourself together, I've got a new plan. I mean, we never, like, we talked to him from the bars or from the gate. From the fence, rather. We weren't like, weren't like hugging him or anything. You can get me what you want. I might be able to hold off a green pass, he says. Which allows you to live near the safe zones. Medical and background checks. We'll find him. Or maybe could we get some resources? He says no. No, you cannot. We'll find him. All right. So we gotta find the guy. Track down the stranger. Grace and I have been watching The Sopranos, and in season 2, there's that point where Tony's son is like kind of out of nowhere starts being despondent and like very like, I mean, he's a teenager, but like overly morose and like, what's it matter, man? And at one point in the show, he's like, yeah, Tony Jr., what's going on with you? And he's like, well, we're reading The Stranger in high school. I'm over here like, he's reading Albert Camus. No wonder he's sad. No fucking wonder he's like turning into an like existential dread. I'm over here like, bro, you're too young for that, man. High schoolers shouldn't be dealing with existential dread. There's time for that in, you know, your early 20s. All right, so ask how we can maybe track the guy down. What did you just do? Why did you just throw a Molotov randomly? What the fuck? Oh, it's to open the gate so we can get in there. Okay. Just interrupting me mid-sentence so we could throw a Molotov. Back down when you threatened him. That's right. I sure did. It's scary. All right, so how do I track this guy down? Ask around discreetly. Check some shanty towns. Okay. You can also set up a camp around here. Okay. Chris can sell you some tools for building defensive walls. Go to the other camps. Maybe so you're looking for work. Right. All right. Wood to make a campfire. Use your axe to chop down a tree, which we have. Well, the axe, not the tree. Everybody you suspect of being infected. Check the other friend. She has a bad reputation. Tried to rob me, yep. She's always around when there's trouble. How about that? Alright, cool. Can I go in? It's this little fence. Infected? Oh. Heck. That guy's got an assault rifle, so he's alright. This guy's got a gun. And a bow and arrow. Light the fire. And hold on, is that a... Oh, it's stealing. But he's dead! I mean, it's fine. If it's stealing, who's gonna notice? Who's gonna mind? Can't I just make this my base? I guess not. I guess I can't. Yeah, patrol cabin here. Another workbench. Can I use this workbench? I cannot. I cannot use this workbench. Not that kind of workbench, unfortunately. Not just something that any old person can snag. Can I go in here? Yes. Yes, this would be considered stealing, which is... Again, they're dead, who cares? Oh, except they're like looking at me. So, that would be a little bit awkward. Got some fresh water here. Alright, well, I guess I would be overstaying my welcome then. But what I'm wondering is, could I, like, what if I go into sneak mode? What if I go into sneak mode and try to steal? Oh, that's kind of cool. They pick up the dead bodies. Okay, if you guys are moving the bodies, except he's just chilling. Over here, like, can I just take one of these things? We'll come back later. Kind of curious, where are they taking the bodies? As there's stuff on those bodies I might want. Getting cold, by the way. Our guy's getting frosty. Yeah, body temperature. I mean, it's still okay, but it's not great. Oh, they're doing like a burial. That's actually nice. Okay, well, that's nice. All right, so first and foremost, we need to build a camp. We have several things to do. Several things to do. So let's go ahead and yeah, let's trade with what's her face. Or no, not this. Where is the? We should trade. Swap supplies. So I'm gonna have her give me the axe, but my guy can't hold on to it. How do I like I just want to do like a quick switch. Actually, I guess I could just have her do the goods. So I'll have her take control. The question is, where should we... Oh, shit. The question is, where should we set up camp? That flank. There we go. Bonk. Very nice. Still 2-tap. Alright, so the question is, yeah, where do we set up camp? I would kind of like to set up camp maybe kind of near this other one. So, I'm gonna say, like, over here seems great. Or actually, even better, where was that river? We crossed a river earlier. A camp near some water would be a smart idea. We kind of crossed over around here somewhere, I think. I never checked this cop car. Cop car has a radio, which is useful. Can't carry it right now, but it is useful. There was a way to bring up the map in a... Oh, here we go. Well, that's kind of helpful, I guess. The river that we saw earlier... That's the road. Actually, is that the road? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. That might be the river that I'm thinking of. Let's go check that. We'll get Elgaso. What's up, Elgaso? Playing a strange... kind of open world-ish survival-y kind of game. Here we go. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out. Oh, there's a fucking guy. Kind of zombie survival kind of game. It's pretty cool so far. And as you can imagine, I was drawn to it by its kind of slightly jankular nature. And I'm thinking we're gonna build a camp. Let's go ahead and... Actually, well, first and foremost, we need to get a campfire going. So get my axe. Chop down a tree. She's gonna do that. Oh. Okay, so when I switch off... That's kind of weird. When I switch off, she... Oh, okay, so I can't really move. That's kind of a shame. No, clear that one. I need you to chop this one down. So I can't really move anybody. That's happening. There we go. Fallen tree. Now she's going. With the tools, right. That's what I'm saying. I could use that gun, man. With the fact that it counted as stealing, this is the kind of game, I think at least, where if you steal something in front of somebody, they will fuck you up. I would rather not. That's right, buddy. Gotta shoot your way in. Especially as an American, that's kind of our right. Make a campfire, you got it. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff. And now we're eating some chips. Very nice. Now do we actually have the wood on us right now? We do. So I'm gonna say... I'm gonna walk her over here. I'm gonna say let's make a campfire. Not equip, make campfire, there we go. And we'll do it here? There we go. There we are. Light the campfire with a match or a hunting knife if you have flint. So we do have a match. We're all set there. We're following the tutorials to kind of learn the basics. Job's done. Light the fire. We did start the fire. Community size 2. Fires, tall structures. Alright, so now... Set roll chef. You got it, baby. Find a toolbox. So you can build a settlement. So I gotta go buy one. Alright. So the fella is back this way, I think. Is the idea. Map. So the fella we're looking for, old Christopher Scott. Old Chrissy Scotts. So I like how we lit the fire and then said, alright, we're gonna fuck off now. I can't help but notice that, that What's-Her-Face had more blood loss. Does she need bandaging? She does not. She does not need bandaging. Now, I do wonder... Medicine is... They're both equally bad. Cooking is also both equally bad. Alright, well, it doesn't really matter who gets what. Gonna go to Mr. Chrissy Scott and get some goods. There was one car radio we did not take. That one's empty. I think, we've already been through here and cleared out the goods. I will say, when I first saw this game, I assumed it would be a lot more goofy. I mean, it's kind of goofy, but it's pretty reasonable so far. Alright, let's trade. Let's trade supplies. Check out this merchandise. Buy my merch, bro. Alright, so that is 31 gold. I have 13, so I need to sell you some stuff. The archery book might be useful. Sci-fi novel. Sell that one. Wind-up radio. An extra baton. Want some cheap vodka? Can use that to make a Molotov, which could be useful. I don't really have much, honestly. As far as, like, commodities, I don't need or use. Let's sell the extra beanie. No, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? Somehow we exited the menu. Okay, so you have to, like... Trying to figure out if there's a way to... Alright, because she has very little gold right now. Sell that one. Except that gets you 1 gold? Oh, well, that's a lot worse than I thought it'd be. Get the gold. So, negative 30. Well, it's gonna be a while before we can afford it then, because we're selling at a pretty crappy loss right now. If I sold the cheap vodka, that helps. course, all we need to do is pool our resources together. We need the axe. I'll sell the sodas. That's less useful. Hang on to the waters. So that should be enough. So if I pool my our resources together, put this hat back on, and say, let's swap supplies. 22. So how much was it? I think it was 15 or 20. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Let's trade supplies. Check out my merch, bro. It is... Oh, 31. Jesus. I'm still short. Story of my life. I'm still short. What if I give you the cheap vodka? And then... I'd be sad to lose the archery book, but... That might just be what we have to do. Wind up radio... Oh, there's the sci-fi novel. There we go. Alright, literally all of our gold. It's too heavy. Well, shit. Yes, I want to go with the trade, but I can't. Reset all, god damn it. Alright, so I'll still sell the stuff, though. So we need 31. So cheap vodka. And it was this guy. That gets us to 31. Good. Can she hold it? It's kind of unfortunate that you can't really do a convenient kind of juggling of this kind of deal all at one go. It's a little bit annoying. I'll give that to her. And the baton, and the soda can, and the wind-up radio. And vodka bottle full of water. Oh, this whole time I've been hanging on to these extra pants. I really want to buy from you, bro. Keeps walking away from me because I'm like doing this menuing, this inventorying. That part's a little bit clunky, but I guess that's kind of be expected, honestly. Alright, so I will also sell these to you and the extra buckled boots, which I have no need for. There we go. And I can actually carry it this time. We are set. Alrighty. So you can start building stuff now. Beautiful. Alright. Let's head back to our base of operations. All the smoke. There we go. Make a warning sign. Can make a chicken coop. Let me try stealth. If nothing else, this will hopefully help with our... with getting, like, leveled up with stealth. Like the little camera view that shows the bad guys. Stealth hit! Bop. Oh, now we have, like, blood all of a sudden. We didn't have blood earlier, but now we have, like, big, gruesome giblets. Maybe we just unlocked the gore option. Okay, so here we are. Yeah, right next to a gas station. That's how we fucking roll. So, we'll take it step by step here. Build your home. Equip the toolbox. Select build. Dependent on your construction skill, which increases as you build more. So right now... Oh, hold on. We see infected somewhere? Where? Where are they? Somewhere on the other side. They see us. Now they do, I think. Oh, they're like sniffing us out, I think, basically, is what that means. It'd be really cool if we could pull a fast one. He's going for it. Stealth vault. Now, I was gonna say, we lost her for a moment. Whoop. Woo. I do like the sudden gruesome blood we have. Wish we would have had some earlier, but it is like very violent all of a sudden. Alright, so now, who has the best construction skill? He has a little bit, she has less. Actually, no, she has a 1-star, so she's our constructor. She is our constructor, so... She has... Okay, so I need to give her the axe Well, she already has the axe. I need her to have the toolbox. Nope, don't have room for it. So you get the archery book and the baton and the wind-up radio. You get this thing. Still can't carry it. Empty bottle? Oh, except our guy can't carry. Okay. That's ridiculous, man. Could you take it, please? We need 4.5. Alright, so we're gonna have to just drop some stuff then. 0.27 total. A little bit more. So I'll go ahead and have you just for a moment. Oh, you can't drop it? Oh, I could probably store it, though, in here. There we go. I'll just make this a temporary storage. So, set roll supplies. Yes. Ah, but I can't put supplies in there. Scavenge. What is she eating? Stop it. It's not, whatever you're doing, stop that. Scavenge. Can you put that in there? Bam. There we go. So now we got the goods. Alright, so... gonna do this one step at a time here. Gotta do the trading. Swap supplies. So, since she's the constructor, she gets the goods. Swap to her. And then we equip it. Is that how you do it? You equip. She's got her hammer, so we build. Cool. So, let's get some walls going. It's a little bit weird. Picket fence. Fence and gate. Can you get, like, actual walls eventually? Whole bunch of stuff. Putting a full-ass barn. Your construction skill to learn more. So it might just be fences for now. There's a higher fence, though. Yeah, like a wood fence, not a picket fence. It looks like it costs the same amount, though. Maybe it takes longer to build, but it's presumably taller. Off, there's a gate. Alright, so let's get... what I'd like to do is... exit command mode. I'm gonna have her give... yeah, swap supplies. Have her give this guy the axe. I'm gonna have him do some chopping down. Actually, yeah, so command mode. So can I have this guy... well, not control. I mean, yes, chop down trees, but is there a way to command him? I think the answer is yes. Control. So command mode. So I would say... here we go. Yeah. Chop down tree. There we go. There we go. And then you... well, no. Oh, fuck. Alright. So... how do I select? Okay, there we go. Select. Chop down a tree. If you could be a deer. Tree. Chop down tree. I did it good for a second there. Fucking hell, where are you guys going? She wants to... oh, I guess they're both getting tired. Sleep deprivation. Alright, I'll let you rest. I'm trying to figure out the systems for... are you sleeping in the porta potty? That's so weird. That's so weird. I couldn't imagine a less pleasant place to rest than just sitting in a zombie apocalypse porta potty. Bro, you have a car right here. There's even 2 seats. You see, guys, this doesn't need to be so complicated. My siblings in Christ. I can't believe the AI looked over here and said, ah, so comfortable. Let's just hang out in the porta potty. Alright, so we can fast forward. We hold it. Oh, that's for pausing. G. There we go. And I like to see how they're doing with sleep deprivation. It's on ×4 speed. The sleep deprivation very slowly drains. It's no longer clicking or blinking, at least. Hers is better. Okay, see, that's absurd, I think. I can't I can't, like, bring up the menu and look at people. Okay, never mind. It's because for a moment it looked like it kicked him out of the van when I switched to them. But no, she just got out to eat. All right. How do I look at the details again? Oh, here we go. That takes a long time to drain. Gonna be here for a minute. We, of course, do have food. I'm not quite as worried about thirst. I'm not quite as worried about thirst because we do have water. We have the river that's right behind us. So hunger is more of an immediate concern. And she's getting hungry. She has no food on her right now. We still have canned food. We got that as a fallback. I wonder if there's some kind of measure for like how restful of a sleep each thing gives you, because in RimWorld and also in The Sims and a bunch of things, there's like a comfort level. How long it takes you to regain energy when you rest. So like a cheap bed versus an expensive bed. I would assume there's something like that here, but I don't see anything that tells you like what that amount is. So we of course don't have to lower it all the way. Eventually her hunger is going to become a problem, so we'll have to get her the goods pretty soon here. So I'll probably just let it get down to 1 tick. Damn, it takes so long though. And it looks like you can't speed up more than this. Yeah, ×4 is the highest it goes. Our guy gets out, eats some food. I think he just ate all of the food. Oh, but now they're just standing there. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, so back to normal. So, I guess the idea is they stop resting. They just kind of on their own stop resting when their meters are both still not great. But it's better than what it was. So yeah, I would say get it just down to 1 tick, then I'll feel a little better about this. Yeah, so she'll be the construction person. I mean, I'm glad our archery is leveled up, even though we don't even have a bow and arrow yet. Although we'll probably be able to build one. I'm guessing construction... I guess construction is probably leveled up from chopping down trees and making firewood. I mean, maybe fitness, but I figure construction, or I guess maybe farming. I think that's good enough. Alright, so back down to normal. Alright, so I was trying to figure out this whole system. So, select you. Chop down a tree. But, good. And then select... no one? Select you. God damn it, it messes it up again. Alright, select no one. How do I just have one... How do I, like, separate them, basically? Because it seems like you set... Oh, wait, here we go. What if I say stop following me? Okay, there we go. Okay, so now... Yeah, toolbox. Select. There we go, there we go. Alright, so... Yes, chop down a tree. There we go. While that's happening... let's build some stuff. So, build a fence. Can you rotate? Yes. It's kind of hard to see. For one thing, it's very dark. Rotate is period and... Huh. Are you sure about that? Wood fence. Well, that's of course all we can build right now because we only have the one piece of wood. If we had another axe, we could double up. I can't carry the wood. I need a backpack. We could double up on, you know, chopping down lots of stuff. Chop is grayed out because my inventory... Oh, still inventory is full. All right, so I'll give You, let's swap supplies. Here's that guy. Now, but she can't carry anything. Okay, so I simultaneously have too much stuff and also nothing. Let's store a bunch more stuff in the van then. So, set the archery book in there. Soda can's probably okay. The extra baton, the radio. This is pretty light. That's pretty light. That's nothing. That's nothing. We definitely need the baseball bat on us at all times. I feel like I don't really have that much stuff. Scavenge. Anything we can put in here? Empty bottle, empty bottle. How heavy are those planks for that matter? One, because one of those is 9 kilos. These things are fucking huge. Good lord. So really, you kind of want it. Okay, originally I was thinking I would have like one person chop and the other one building, but it seems like it's an awful lot of trouble to chop the wood and then like deliver the wood somewhere. Again, wish we had multiple axes. Go search for some wood. Right, so here, there we go. Yeah, chop. Hello? Chop? There we go. Still can't do it. Set roll lumberjack. Yes. Can't carry the wood. I need a backpack. But we don't have one. So we have to like... Alright, I guess I'll just put everything I'm carrying into the van. And just accept that our guy will be defenseless. Because a single plank of wood is like enormous. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. Build wooden structures. What if I switched to her? Infected in the area. Right, right. No, don't sleep. Shit. Scavenge. Yeah, she can't take it either. Our carrying capacity is very, very minimal. Well, I just said I wanted to go into not having any, like, just nothing in our inventory. Have you follow. In order to deal with the fact that there's Zambonis in the vicinity. So we need to deal with this first. And then just strip down, basically completely naked. And then we might be able to hold a single plank of wood. And that single plank of wood is used to build a single wall. Like, this is gonna get really arduous, unfortunately. There we go. She's dead. Get the gold. Surely there's gotta be a better way to do this. This feels unnecessarily complicated. Stop following me. Go back into assign mode. Maybe there's like another way to do this. So no, not control. Select. Shit. Select. Here we go. Rotate the camera. Already chopped down that one, but I can't gather. I can chop down the tree. Yeah, resume roll, lumberjack. Yes. But I can't carry wood. Ugh. How do you make this work better for you? I mean, you can chop down the trees all you want. What about other person? What can she do? Set zone. Nah, I don't want to do that. Go here, so you can direct them. She has the axe on her, right? No, she does not have the axe. She has the toolkit. And that directs everybody. I don't really know how to do this. Maybe the idea is I should prioritize building a backpack, except there's a bunch of stuff we don't have. All backpack, so I don't know what the string is. Oh, here we go. If you have shoes, string, and... Okay. Let's try that. So make string. Except I need better construction, and I don't. And you need the construction skill, or you build the construction skill by building things. But I need wood to build things, and I can't carry wood because it's too heavy. There really isn't a better way to do this than, like, serious micromanagement. Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's a better way to do this. So let's put just everything, and I think I mean everything, into this. Except the toolbox, because well, let's think about this. I think the only person that really needs to hold nothing would be this guy, because he's the one with the axe. So he would need to hold on to the wood. So he will put every single thing he has into here. They'll put it all there, even your weapon, bandages, all of it. Okay, so everything. He keeps the axe, and the axe can be used as a weapon in times of desperation. Okay, so axe, and then go into this command mode and say resume roll lumberjack. All right, he's gonna do his thing, presumably. Switch back to her as she goes into toolbox mode. So another fence. So we can, like, build out where the fence will go. Whoops. Can I clear this out? There we go. Something like this. Level that out, except we'll also need a gate. So we would say like that. Perfect. Got the campfire, of course. Oh wait, there's a... I did a... Let's do this one instead. There we go. He says we have nowhere to store the wood. Alright, this trash bin... Oh, except we can't do it that way. Set roll supplies. I would like to do that with that van, except I've already put a bunch of stuff there. Set roll supplies. Stuff there. That's all of them. All that. If I kind of use this as a kind of catch-all, just store everything kind of deal. Inventory is full. How heavy is that water can? Find that hard to believe. There we go. Take all. So... Oh, but now the set roll is done. Take over? Oh, wait. Hold on. Does that mean the wood's in there now? Scavenge. Alright, so our guy is saying there's no place to store the wood. She will be set roll builder. Them building, yes. I can't carry the wood, I need a backpack. Ah! Good to see a whale. This game is interesting, but the systems are kind of frustrating. I've now lost the ability to designate something as being a storage option. I've entered. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I designate it as storage. Time picked up. Huh. Here, if I put something... Oh, okay, I know what to do. There should be one wood somewhere. Do you have wood? Yes, give the wood to me. Never mind, it's too heavy. Alright, fuck it. You will then say scavenge. Put the wood there. Now, if I say set roll supplies. That? No, that just made me go in. Alright, so... Set roll supplies. I don't want to take it, I want to say... make this a supply storage. Bring supplies home. Let's see. Is that enough? Our guy was saying I don't have a place to store the wood. Resume roll. Because I think the idea is that there are ways to automate this. She's gonna get some water. I would rather you resume building. Nowhere to dump this wood. Maybe... What else? What else can you do here? Oh, set zone? Maybe that's the key here. Set... Roll supplies? No, that's not it. Set zone. Maybe that... Maybe like just a spot here? Oh god, what did I just do? Alright, whatever you're doing, stop it. Shit. Control. Alright. Fuck. What did I do? Oh no. No, don't go there. Alright. Cancel the zone. Set zone. That. For... You set the zone to... Like, if you could say, like, designate a spot for storing wood... Pause, cancel, go here. None of that's really helpful. If fuel, repair, if there was a way to designate something. The best I can figure is this one, set roll supplies. But that's yeah, Man, I want to like this game. I think there's something here, but the systems are very opaque. And maybe this is my fault. Maybe I fucked up by not, like, watching some YouTube tutorials first. I was kind of hoping, like, the built-in story mode would kind of walk me through things. Let's do this. Quests, community? No, I'm thinking maybe there's, like, something in-game that will tell me the deets. Building options, right. Yo, what's up, cat hairs? You like this game? I'm struggling to, like, figure out how to make the construction systems work for us. We're in a situation where a single log is enormously heavy. Like, just enormously heavy, and none of our guys have very big carrying capacities. And I keep doing this thing where I'll set our main guy to be, to resume with lumberjack duties, basically. Yeah, resume lumberjack. Wait. Yeah. Lumberjack. No, don't do that. No, just control. Resume roll. There we go. And he says, we need to dump the wood somewhere. And we can't carry the wood, and we can't dump the wood. Like, we can't store it automatically. There's gotta be a way to designate a spot or a storage container as... Let's use this for storing wood, and I can't for the life of me figure out how to do it. At first, I thought it was you put something in there and you say set roll supplies, but you click that, it just brings up the, like, yeah, I can't carry the wood, I need a backpack. It just says, yeah, that's just to extract the stuff from the container. Oh, set policy? Is that it? Deposit if nearby. Maybe that's the key. Let's do that. Maybe that's the kicker. Auto deposit. She's gonna look for food. We actually have food. Here, I'm gonna switch to her in a moment here. Yeah, so I'm with you, cat hairs. The game is interesting, but I'm struggling with navigating the game systems because it's I mean, I kind of figured it was probably going to be a little bit clunky. I was hoping the in-game tutorials would be able to kind of walk us through the basics, and they did for like a good hour or so. But I keep butting my head up against kind of what I think the game wants me to do. Nowhere to dump the wood still. So that's not the issue. So if I go over here and say, Resume roll. Well, don't resume the roll supply run. Set roll supplies. Set policy. Shit, man. I don't know. And what I'm thinking is, like, maybe I'm the one who fucked up. Maybe I should have known better than to just assume the game would teach me. You know, when we played Kenshi, we did some research ahead of time. We did some homework, or we did some studying, rather, to know some basics about the game system before we dove in. Maybe that's what I should have done here. Maybe I should have known better than to just assume the game would teach me. Because RimWorld was that way, right? If you just jump into RimWorld without any prior knowledge of the game, you'll struggle a little bit. I have nowhere to dump the wood, he says. Nowhere for dumping the wood. And I don't doubt that. I have 1 wood on me right now. Originally, I was thinking maybe there was this zone system. Set zone. That's what I was thinking, like, oh yeah, if we set like a dumping zone, because you do that in RimWorld, you can set like designated areas for storing certain things. But I don't know what the zone is for or how you use it. All I can do is have people go there. Select. That's not it. So what do you do with this zone? Maybe after you designate it, no, it disappears. All right, so it's there. It's visible when you're in the building menu. Zoom in a little bit. Pause. Go here. Yeah. What do you do with this? Because so far as I can tell, you can't just dump stuff on the ground. Yeah, cancel that. If I go into my menu, my inventory, I can't just like drop something. You can destroy it, you can equip it. You can't just drop stuff on the ground, so it needs to go into a container, I think is the idea. That policy. Craft, auto-collect from bodies, deposit if nearby base. Is the problem that this is outside of our base? Is that the issue? Maybe we have to build a container inside of our base. Maybe that's the problem. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, yeah, alright, don't do that. Yeah, cancel the zone. Huh. Alright, so maybe if that's the theory, it seems like a very arbitrary issue. And you can't just... Yeah, we can't, like, take any of these things with us. Maybe that's the issue. It's still weird it lets us designate... Well, it says designate as a supply area, but I can't figure out how to, like, what that does for you. So maybe... So let's try this. You can build a wooden chest fairly easily. So maybe not there. Build a wooden chest right there. And I can't carry the wood. Right. I'm familiar. So let's go over to this guy. Swap supplies. Give her the wood. She can't carry the wood. Right. I realize this. Here, swap that. Oh my fucking god. How do you... It's so clunky, man. You can't just swap things, because again, everything is very heavy in this game. Your carrying capacity is pretty limited. Let's do this. Let's go over here. Store a bunch of stuff in here. Like, we kind of need all of our... No, don't go inside. You kind of need everybody to just kind of be naked all the time. It's weird because the game definitely wants you to be... It's like a survival game. So you want to have supplies in you at all times. But when you're in the base and you're building, you kind of want to be just naked at all times. Because your capacity... Because these heavy items, maybe at the start it's worse, but presumably as you level up your guy, your carrying capacity goes up. So now we've done that. Crap, let me grab this. Wrong button. Go back. So let's swap supplies. So give her the wood. She still can't carry it. I have nothing else I can relinquish. I guess I can get naked. I guess that's all I can do. Fucking hell. Because she needs the toolbox to be able to build things. I can't just put the wood down for her. No, I can only... Oh, wait, hold on. What was that? Set storage policy. Oh, shit. Well, that's good. Okay. Set name, yeah. So, alright, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to deposit the wood over here. This is why I would rather have some kind of system set up. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to have her, like, dump her trench coat. Just have her walk around naked, because there's just not enough carrying capacity to build and hold the supplies. Let's do that. Oh, it didn't go. Okay, I'll go over here now. Scavenge. So, put that in there, and take the wood. Oh, the wood's gone. Wait, where'd the wood go? Our guy says, fuck this. I don't know what Maxwell sees. Alright, whatever. Scavenge. Where'd the wood go? Oh, here it is. I only want one. Take. Oh, no. Don't tell me I can't take a single piece of wood. Don't destroy it. Oh, no. Oh, no, not all of it. Fucking hell. Not that. Definitely not that. How do I just take one? Just one wood. I just want the one. Is there a way to split the stack? God dang it. This is not what I was hoping. Scavenge. Don't tell me there's not a way to split the stack. I don't believe that. There we go. Okay, it doesn't tell you, but it's right click. Okay, it's right click. Whew, that made me nervous. Alright, I'm sorry, lady, but you can't have... We don't have the carrying capacity for this. There we go. Alright, so now... Quickly now, resume building. Oh my god. I think we figured it out, though. So I think the problem earlier is that you cannot set storage areas outside of your base. I can see why that is. I can see why that is, but man, I don't love how it's portrayed to the user. Okay, look for something warmer to wear. Right, yes, I agree. But this is going to be a constant problem. Unless we just don't have her be the builder person, we have him be the builder guy. The problem, though, is that she's the one that's good at construction. It really should be her. Right, but now, though, set storage policy. The wood. Yes. I think? Hold on. Let's go. Let's grab that one piece of wood. Maybe it'll make more sense. I actually don't know where the wood went. Maybe she grabbed it automatically? She building stuff? Yes, she is. Okay. So she's building. I think? Well, she was. She was building. What do you need? Resume building. Need more wood. Okay. Yeah, this would be a very long process. What I really want to do is designate that wood area and just kind of have this all going on its own. A resume roll lumberjack. Okay. And he's gonna say I have no place to store this. But that's what. But I want wood to be in his inventory or someone's inventory, so they can then go over to the storage thingy. Is that what he's doing? Is he going to the thing? I'm gonna let him do his thing. Let's see what the AI does. Please tell me that's what he's doing. Oh my god, it's working! Jesus Christ. Okay, so now he's gonna continue his role as a lumberjack. Oh my god. Okay, there it is. There it is. Set storage policy. I'm getting some wood. Right. She's got it. Okay. So we got that part figured out. And now she's going to build on her own. Right. All right. All right. Well, how's about this? Let's play some other stuff. This game there's definitely something here for this game, but I can tell this like initial setup takes a lot of micromanaging. And I don't love that. I bet there are ways still to make this easier on ourselves that involves watching some tutorials on YouTube, that kind of thing. Now that we understand like this whole notion of if you don't own a storage container, if you don't have it inside your base, you can't set the policies. I get that now. I wish it would have told us from the start. But man, that's a huge, huge, huge bummer that a single piece of wood is so heavy. And your guys, at least at the start, just don't have the carrying capacity to have like clothes and building supplies and tools all simultaneously. That's kind of awful. But again, maybe that's on me with how I, did the character creation. So I don't know. I don't know if I love this. I think there's something here, and I think the game is interesting and it has promise. I'm also thinking about like, yeah, we need wood to build a fence, all that kind of thing. She's getting hungry, and well, thirsty is not as much of an issue. Hunger will eventually be an issue. He's gonna set the fire. There we go. Do we have matches? Well, we don't have any right now. Does he? Now, without controlling him, does he know where the matches are located? I think the answer is yes. So the AI, in all fairness, is a little bit smarter than I would normally expect. Got the matches. That part's cool. So at least the AI is smart enough to be able to pick up on some things. That's kind of interesting. It's gonna light the fire because it's raining cats and dogs right now. Yeah, what I'd really like to do is get a wall going. Just gonna chill for a little bit. What we would ultimately need to do is set up some kind of system of, well, I'm not sure how farming is gonna work in this game. You would need seeds and tools for, for tilling the land, that kind of deal. I guess what you would do in the meantime, in the short term for finding food, is maybe hunting. We did see there's like rabbits and squirrels, and you can build traps, but you still need vegetables to like lure squirrels and rabbits, that kind of thing. They said like using carrots to lure a rabbit. So I don't know. I'm trying to think like in the short term, what would you do? I guess you would just try to fight zombies and use the supplies you get from them, trade them to other places to get food. We haven't seen any like berries like in bushes or anything like that, so that hasn't really jumped out yet. I don't know. I think what I would probably do is if I were to play this again or if I were to stream it again, I might just reuse the same save, or I might start a new save, but I might try to like watch some YouTube videos or something to understand the systems a little bit better. Because what we would probably do is we would probably like set the time to be on fast speed, like super speed. Have them do the lumberjack and building stuff that we designated, but have like a nice stockpile of food, because invariably everyone's gonna get bored pretty quickly. I'll go ahead and save. There's probably autosaves, but I'll go ahead and make a quick save. Can we do it? Yes, there we go. He's lumberjacking. She's not set for building. Or she is set for building, but it's not urgent, so she's just chilling right now. He went to go sleep in the portable toilet. Dude, there are better places to sleep, my guy. Just sleep in the goddamn van, which has to be more comfortable. Sleep in the goddamn van like a relatively normal person. Like a more normal person. He slept for like 2 seconds, and now he's going right back to his job. See, that's kind of strange, right? The sleep deprivation, like, no, he should rest longer. If I take control, he should rest longer, because if he rests for 30 seconds, goes back to the lumber job, does that for 30 seconds, he's gonna waste a bunch of time going back and forth constantly. Yeah, he's doing it again. So without setting it, seems so self-defeating. That seems so... Alright, yeah, if I let it play out... That seems so inefficient. Oh, he's getting... Well, no, he's not getting water. He's chopping down this tree specifically. He's got the wood. So weird. You would think it would make more sense just to rest longer. We got Justin House. What's up, Justin? We're playing a very odd colony sim. It's very, very odd. What's the other one up to? So she's sleeping. They love this portable toilet. They can't get enough of the portable toilet. It's such a great spot to rest. No, just rest in here. If there was a way to designate the van as being a more serviceable sleeping spot. Yeah, or sleep in the gas station. Whatever. Just sleep in something. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just a few feet away. I can't imagine a zombie apocalypse toilet would be very comfortable in any capacity. I just can't imagine. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm glad we tried it out. I'm glad we gave it the college try here. I think this game is still somewhat under development. Like, I don't know how active the development is, but I think it is. It first hit Steam, I want to say a couple years ago, and I think it's been getting incremental upgrades. I also think the developer is working on a couple of other projects, so I don't know if this is like their top priority. But there's definitely like some depth here, and I'm trying to like keep my expectations in check. Because again, you compare this game to something like RimWorld, which has a lot of depth and a lot of complexity. It's easy to get overwhelmed if you don't have any direction or other exposure. You know, I'm trying to not come off as like too judgmental here. But yeah, the topic of conveyance for a game like this is definitely a tricky one. Out of curiosity, yeah, sleep deprivation takes a while to ease out of, that is. And get some water. Yeah, the hunger will be an issue eventually for sure. Filling stuff up there. Now she's standing around. So, that's another thing too. For some reason her tasking... Oh, there we go. So let's say her tasking keeps kind of resetting. Alright, let's go back to normal speed. So why isn't she building? It's not... I mean, it's not urgent, but like I definitely want her to build. How do I say, like, just resume? Demolish, resume building. There we go. I can't carry the wood. Ah! The number of times. All right, so once... Oh, it's because she... That's why. Okay. So, how do I do this? How do I tell her, I need you to... Like, how do you tell this to somebody in a dignified manner? Like, yes, to build, you need to carry the wood, but you don't have the carrying capacity for the wood. So, we have to say... I'm sorry, but you have to be naked. I'm sorry. Store this thing, so now you have the carrying capacity for the wood. The problem is she's gonna say, I'm cold, and she's gonna come back and grab this again. So I'll have to say, set policy. You're not collecting it from a body. I guess... Well, no, don't auto-collect. Yeah, maybe constrip to put on warmer clothes. Right. Let's do that one. Let's deselect that, see if that's enough. Because the problem is she kept automatically grabbing it, saying, I'm cold, and I'm over here saying, I know that, but you can't carry wood and wear this trench coat at the same time. Because things are so prohibitively heavy in this game. So resume building. I can't carry the wood. Are you sure? You can't even carry a single piece of wood right now. Is it because the water bottle's so heavy? Might be because the water bottle's too heavy as well. Alright, we'll have her put that in too. I promise I'm not having her wander around in her skivvies because I'm trying to make it weird. It's because I'm trying to, like, do whatever I can to enable this construction project. And again, she's the person with, like, actual construction skill, so it really should be her. There we go. Gonna find something to wear. Ah! How do I stop her? How do I stop her? Because now she's gonna say, I can't build. I don't have the wood. No. Okay, that's fine. Scavenge. How do I say... I don't want to destroy it. Set policy, don't strip. I don't want to craft with it. How do I say can't equip it? I don't know what can be done about that. Maybe give the trench coat to the guy, except then he won't be able to hold on to the wood. I don't want to destroy it, because then we lose it forever. All right, I think I'm done. I think I've had what I can carry, what I can handle for now for this game. There's something here. There's something viable with this game. It has potential, but there's aspects of the game that are kind of stepping on itself all the time. If there's anybody who knows this game, especially when I post this to YouTube, this section of tonight's stream to YouTube, there may or may not be folks in the chat, and I would say I would invite this if there were folks that that watch this that know this game and say, Alex, you dumbass, do this. Like here's the answer to all your prayers, you idiot. Like you're allowed to be mean to me and say I'm a dumbass for not knowing this thing or not understanding this aspect of the system. You know, it's entirely possible it's on me. But as a newbie going in with no instruction, you know, this maybe is perhaps what other people might experience if they go in without watching an introduction YouTube video, like some kind of tutorial. Again, I'm not trying to say the game is like too hard to figure out or anything like that. This might be one where you're expected to do some homework ahead of time and study up and learn some basics before you dive in. So, but as it stands right now, it's hard not to feel a little bit frustrated by what I'm seeing here. At least our guy had a pretty cool beard. Exactly. No, and there's aspects of the game I like a lot. I think the combat feels really cool. The fact that you're able to explore a whole lot, and the map seems like it's pretty large. There's also a sandbox mode, which I think is really cool. So if you didn't want to mess with the story, and you didn't want to mess with that kind of steady progression, and you wanted to dive in, especially if you feel pretty confident with the game, you can do that. You can do that very confidently as well. So that is cool. That is cool, and I like what we're seeing so far.